Now, the head of the Special Investigating Unit, Andy Mothibi, has assumed the chairpersonship of the Association of Heads of Anti-Corruption Agencies in Commonwealth Africa. The SIU assumed control of the regional body from Ghana on behalf of South Africa following a week-long conference in Cape Town. Anti-corruption bodies discussed ways to collaborate and use new technology in rooting out corruption in the public service. For more, we are joined by head of the Special Investigating Unit, Andy Mothibi. Very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. I suppose congratulations are in order. Your leadership of the Commonwealth body comes at a critical time, not just in South Africa, but across the continent. What does it signify?
No, thank you very much for this opportunity. It really has a significant meaning in the sense that we will really be in the forefront of making sure that this association continues to engender cooperation, collaboration amongst countries, in particular anti-corruption authorities, could include prosecution authorities. So we met to really ensure that we continue on that trajectory, to ensure that we facilitate sharing of information, because you would know that the sharing of information is very important, in particular when it comes to mutual legal assistance that would facilitate the asset recoveries. We have experience where those who commit these crimes of corruption, theft, fraud, and others take assets outside of the jurisdictions. So it becomes very important that the law enforcement agencies, anti-corruption authorities facilitate the return of those assets. Where amongst others, though, of the countries who were there is Malawi, and you know that we are busy with the extradition process, and the head of the anti-corruption authority there stated in so many ways that they would support that process. So the return of assets include also the return of fugitives. In the case of Malawi, is the return of Bushiri and his wife and all of those. So it's very important. You could actually also compare this forum actually with the G20. It's just that this one focuses on African countries. G20 have got African countries. We actually the only country at G20. Nigeria is an observer. So the objectives are the same. At G20 level, we want to make sure that we improve and increase the integrity of public service, improve measures to recover assets, improve whistleblower protection, improve the inclusion of non-state parties and state parties. In fact, the theme of this association and the conference was enhancing an inclusive participation of state and non-state parties in the fight and combating of corruption. And this is recognized in the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. While that is the United Nations one, we were also looking at the African Union Convention against the combating and prevention of corrupt activities act. So this forum really makes sure that the countries, and in particular anti-corruption authorities, maintain the network, maintain the information sharing platform, so that when I know, in fact, we've had instances where some of the countries, Botswana, Tanzania, Zambia, they have called us to say, we know that there are stolen assets that are in your jurisdiction. We know where they are. They would have done homework, and then we would do the same, confirm that the assets are here, and then make sure that we facilitate for them to be subjected now to the formal process, so that they are returned to their respective countries, so that those who were responsible for that face consequences and are held to account.
As you
So
talk
we have
about
seen the results.
facilitations, pardon the interruption, I mean, you mentioned the return of Bushiri for one as an example. As we talk about those facilitations, how are they going? Because the last we heard was a South African politician having been condemned for visiting the Church of Bushiri in Malawi after he's been accused of rape and fraud.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you may have read, I mean, I'm probably as informed as you are. I've read about it, and of course, that's really a matter for them to really take care of, and for that politician. But when it comes to the legal process, you would know that the court in Malawi has ruled that Bushiri and his wife should really be extradited to South Africa to face the prosecution. And we believe that we've got, and of course, NPA is spearheading this together with the Department of Justice, but we believe that we've got a legal basis. He was arrested in South Africa, he was lawfully arrested, he was charged, and he escaped bail, you know? So those are some of the considerations that really courts will take into account. We know that he has appealed, it's a legal process, but in the main, really, you can really see that the effort is to ensure that these legal processes are given impetus and they are supported. We have seen this in various other jurisdictions as well. But not only that, we are also engaged in capacity building, and capacity building includes learning and development, training, as you may have picked up, and we are really pleased to say, amongst others, we announced that as SIU, we have established the SIU Anti-Corruption and Cyber Academy. That academy is functional, is really underway. We have signed memorandum of understanding with various countries, including Malawi, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, Mali. We'll be signing another one with Lesotho now in June. So up to now, we have trained about 150 officials from Mauritius, Seychelles, Madagascar, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Eswatini, Kenya, Botswana, Lesotho, and Tanzania. So by doing so, we really have ensured that we improve the capacity of the investigators. And again, some of the topical issues are the technology. We've also considered at this conference the use of technology in the fight against corruption. As you may know, that those crooks they want to believe that they are ahead of the authorities, but we must make sure that we are a step ahead and empower our investigators with the use of artificial intelligence, the use of technology in general, in terms of tracing assets, in terms of analyzing documents. We get to really get a whole stack of documents in our investigations, and the quicker we analyze those documents to come to the results, the better.
So the SIU is also the current chair of the G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group. How are you going to integrate your priorities as you take on these different roles and try and really be the corruption watchdog that enhances your commitment in the fight against corruption?
Thank you for asking that question. As we take over the chair now from Ghana, the association has developed a strategic plan, and also supporting that strategic plan would be annual plans, right? So we will ensure that when we now review the strategy and the annual performance plan of the association, we would then ensure that we integrate some of our objectives in ensuring that we improve the fight against corruption within all of these agencies in Africa. By the way, we are also an EXCO member of the African Association of Anti-Corruption Authorities, which is beyond the Commonwealth Africa, and we are also the Vice President of the International Association of Anti-Corruption Authorities, where the President is Hong Kong, and we are the Vice President coordinating the rest of Africa. And this is really just not gimmicks. This is really not a show off. We want to make sure of substantive integration of all these objectives of the associations, and we would like to see the results. We have seen the support that they have given on the learning and development side. We have shared with them on how is it that when we have seized assets like computers, phones, and so on. They so much want to know how is it that we image, how is it that we analyze those gadgets as quickly as we do. We do have the know-how and the equipment, and we have made sure that the equipment are really the state of the art. We've benchmarked with the likes of France, and by the way, France is supporting through their embassy in South Africa. They are supporting our anti-corruption academy and the cyber academy. So we are really ready. We believe this is really coming at the right time, where we are also the chair of the G20 anti-corruption working group, right?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut you short, but thank you for your time and your depth and expansion there. Head of the Special Investigating Unit, Andy Mothibi, speaking to us there about assuming the chairpersonship of the Association of Heads of Anti-Corruption Agencies in Commonwealth Africa.